Welcome to our fun nature adventure. Today, we are going to visit happy little trees. Let's go on a magical forest trip to meet 25 giant tree buddies from all over the world. Look, we even have our friendly fox buddy, squirrel buddy, and bird buddy joining us on our hike today. Are you ready? Let's go. We have 25 secret boxes. And inside each one is a wonderful, magical tree friend waiting to share their biggest secrets with us. Let's open them up one by one and meet the whole forest family. Number 1 is Meet Mr. Tall Redwood. He is the undisputed skyscraper king of the nature world. Found growing along the foggy coastlines, he is the tallest living thing on the entire planet. He is so incredibly high that his topmost branches touch the clouds. Here are 3 sky-high secrets about him. Higher than a rocket, Mr. Redwood can grow over 350 feet tall. That means he is taller than the Statue of Liberty, taller than a 30-story building, and way taller than a rocket ship sitting on its launch pad. To see his top leaves, you have to tilt your head back so far your hat might fall off. The fireproof superhero suit, he wears a thick, fuzzy coat of bright reddish-brown bark. This bark contains a special natural chemical called tannin that bugs hate to eat. Even cooler, his bark is so thick and filled with water that it acts like a superhero shield, protecting him from forest fires. Holding hands underground, you might think a tree that tall would have deep roots to stand up against windy storms, but his roots are actually very shallow. Instead of growing deep, his roots spread out wide and wrap tightly around the roots of all his neighbor redwood trees. They are literally holding hands underground so they never tip over. Number 2 is Meet Mr. Giant Sequoia. While his cousin the redwood is the tallest tree, the giant sequoia is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He is the biggest living thing by total size and weight. He is so massive that standing next to him makes a grown-up look like a tiny little ant. Here are 3 heavy-duty secrets about him. The weight of 500 elephants, Mr. Giant Sequoia is built like a giant wooden tower. Just one of these trees can weigh more than 2 million pounds. That is the same as packing 500 big jungle elephants or 15 jumbo jet airplanes right onto one single tree trunk. Branches big as trees. Because he is so huge, his individual branches are monsters too. Some of his side branches are over 6 feet thick. That means a single branch on a giant sequoia is wider and heavier than most regular trees you see in your neighborhood park. The tree that loves fire, most trees run away from forest fires, but Mr. Sequoia actually needs them. He has super thick, spongy bark that protects him from getting hurt. When a small fire sweeps through, it pops open his tightly closed pine cones, dropping his seeds into the nice, warm ash so brand new baby sequoias can grow. Number 3 is Meet Mr. Silly Baobab Tree. He is easily the funniest, most upside-down looking tree in the whole wide world. Found hanging out in warm, sunny places like Africa and Madagascar, he looks like a giant, magical cartoon character. Here are 3 silly secrets about him. The upside-down mystery, legend says that a long time ago, a silly trickster pulled the baobab out of the dirt and stuffed it back into the ground upside down. That's because during the dry season, his leaves drop off, and his branches look exactly like knobby roots sticking straight up into the air. The world's biggest water bottle, Mr. Baobab has a massive, swollen, round trunk that is totally hollow inside like a giant jar. He uses it as a secret water tank. When it rains, his trunk soaks up water like a giant sponge, storing thousands of gallons so he can sip on it during dry days. A tree house for everyone. Because his trunk is so incredibly wide and roomy, people have used old, hollow baobabs as cafes, bus stops, and even secret hiding spots. In the wild, monkeys love to lounge on his thick branches, and birds use him as a giant treehouse hotel. Number 4 is Meet Miss Pretty Cherry Blossom. She is also known as the Sequoia, and she is the ultimate spring fairy of the garden. For most of the year, she blends in with the other green trees, but when spring arrives, she wakes up and puts on the most beautiful, pink pajama party you've ever seen. Here are 3 pretty secrets about her. The pink blizzard. When all her flowers bloom at the exact same time, the tree looks like a giant, fluffy pink cloud. When a gentle breeze blows, thousands of soft petals dance through the air like magical, warm pink snowflakes. The giant flower picnic. In Japan, people love Miss Cherry Blossom so much that they have a huge national tradition called hanami, which means flower viewing. Families and friends roll out big picnic blankets under the branches to eat treats, play games, and watch the petals float down. A super short party. Her beautiful pink show doesn't last very long, usually only for 1 or 2 weeks. Because her flowers fade quickly, she reminds everyone to enjoy the beautiful moments and celebrate spring while it's here. Number 5 is Meet Mr. Magical Dragon Tree. Also known as the Dragon's Blood Tree, he lives on a faraway, rocky island called Sequoia. He looks like something straight out of a wizard's storybook or an alien planet because he grows in a very strange, magical shape. Here are 3 mythical secrets about him. The giant flying saucer. Instead of growing normal messy branches, Mr. Dragon Tree packs his leaves into a tight, flat top. He looks exactly like a giant green umbrella or a flying saucer floating on a rocky trunk. This special shape acts like a sunshade, keeping his roots nice and cool in the hot desert. Magical red dragon tears. If you scratch his bark, he doesn't leak clear sap like regular trees. Instead, a thick, bright red juice oozes out that looks exactly like dragon's blood. Long ago, people used this magic potion as a powerful medicine, a colorful dye for clothes, and even to paint beautiful violins. The island's secret umbrella. He grows his spiky leaves so tightly together that they trap the morning fog like a net. When the mist turns into water drops, the tree's umbrella shape slides the water straight down his trunk to give his own roots a refreshing drink. He creates his very own rain. Number 7 is Meet Mr. Wise Grandpa Pine. He is the ancient storyteller of the high mountains. While many trees love the warm, cozy valleys, Grandpa Pine loves to climb up where the air is crisp, chilly, and very windy. He wears a dark green coat of needles that stays bright and fresh all year long, even in the freezing winter. Here are 3 ancient secrets about him. The evergreen magic. Most trees get tired in the autumn and drop all their leaves, but not Grandpa Pine. He is an evergreen, which means his sharp, skinny needle leaves stay green through the hottest summers and the snowiest winters. He always looks ready for a winter wonderland party. The pinecone treasure boxes. Instead of growing sweet fruit, he grows wooden, bumpy armor cases called pinecones. Tucked safely inside each scale of the pinecone is a tiny seed. When the sun shines bright and warm, the pinecone pops open like a little treasure chest to let the seeds fly out into the wind. Sticky golden band-aids. If Grandpa Pine gets a little scrape on his bark from a passing deer or a big storm, he makes his own medicine. He leaks a thick, gooey, sticky syrup called resin. It hardens over his scratch like a giant golden band-aid to keep out nasty bugs and help him heal. Number 8 is, number 9 is, number 10 is. Meet Miss Weeping Willow. She is the gentlest, dreamiest tree in the park. Her long, graceful branches don't reach up to the sky like other trees. Instead, they sweep all the way down to the ground, looking like beautiful, long green hair. Here are 3 peaceful secrets about her. The secret hideout. Because her long branches hang down like a giant green curtain, she makes the best secret hideout ever. If you crawl underneath, it feels like sitting inside a quiet, magical green tent where nobody can see you. A big drinker, Miss Willow absolutely loves water. You will almost always find her growing right next to glassy lakes, rushing rivers, or splashing ponds. Her long roots act like giant straws, drinking up lots of water to keep the ground around her nice and dry. The happy crying name, even though she is called a weeping willow, which means crying, she isn't sad at all. She gets her name because when raindrops slide down her long, narrow leaves, it looks like sparkly tears dancing down to the grass. Number 11 is, meet Miss Golden Ginkgo. She is a living dinosaur tree. Ginkgo trees are so incredibly old that T-Rex and Triceratops used to walk past them and crunch on their leaves millions of years ago. Here are 3 golden secrets about her. Little tree fans. Most trees have oval or pointy leaves, but Miss Ginkgo's leaves look exactly like beautiful, little open fans. When the wind blows, they flutter like hundreds of tiny paper fans waving in the air. The golden blanket magic. In the autumn, her leaves turn into a bright, glowing, treasure chest yellow. Then, something funny happens. Instead of dropping her leaves slowly over weeks like other trees, she often drops almost all of them in just 1 or 2 days. It creates a bright golden carpet on the grass overnight. Super tough time traveler. Because she has been around since the dinosaurs, she is incredibly tough. Bugs can't hurt her, she doesn't get sick easily, and she can grow happily in the middle of big, busy cities next to cars and buildings. Number 12 is, meet Mr. Huggy Angel Oak. He is a giant southern live oak tree, and he looks like a magical forest monster who loves to give big, warm hugs. Instead of just growing straight up into the air, his massive branches spread out so wide and low that they actually touch the ground. Here are 3 cozy secrets about him. The world's biggest hug. His branches are so incredibly long and heavy that they stretch out over a massive space. If you stand under him, it feels like you are being wrapped up in a giant, green blanket by a friendly tree giant. Resting his heavy arms. Because his branches are so huge and have been growing for hundreds of years, some of them got too tired to stay up. So, they grew right down into the soil to rest on the ground, and then bounced back up again like a wooden roller coaster. A fairy tale fairy kingdom. Mr. Angel Oak is so old and big that whole families of green ferns and fuzzy moss grow right on top of his bark. It looks like a secret aerial playground where forest fairies and little woodland creatures come to play hide and seek. Number 13 is, meet Miss Purple Jacaranda. She is the ultimate fairy tale princess of the tree world. When springtime arrives, she doesn't just wake up with green leaves like other trees, she explodes into a giant, fluffy cloud of beautiful purple and lilac flowers. Here are 3 magical secrets about her. The little trumpet flowers. If you look closely at her blossoms, they aren't flat. They are shaped like tiny, delicate purple trumpets. Humorous little bees love to fly inside them to look for sweet nectar treasure. The royal purple carpet. When a gentle breeze blows, the tiny purple trumpets dance through the air and float down to the ground. They cover the grass, sidewalks, and streets in a thick, magical purple carpet. Walking under her feels like walking on a royal runway. The good luck flower. In some places around the world where these trees grow near schools, students believe that if a purple jacaranda blossom falls from the sky and lands right on your head, it brings you extra good luck for your school day. Number 14 is Meet Mr. Monkey's Banyan. He is the ultimate playground tree. Instead of having just one regular trunk, a banyan tree grows so many extra trunks that a single tree can look like a whole entire mini forest all by itself. Here are 3 wild secrets about him. The hanging rope trick. He grows secret roots right out of his high branches. They hang down into the air like long, furry ropes. Monkeys love to grab onto these roots to swing from branch to branch, playing the ultimate game of tag. Roots becoming trunks. When those hanging roots get long enough to touch the grass, they dig deep into the dirt. Then, they grow thick and strong, turning into brand new trunks. This helps the tree walk outward and get bigger and bigger forever. The ultimate animal jungle gym. Because he is so huge and has so many secret rooms made of trunks and roots, he is a giant animal hotel. Monkeys, cheeky squirrels, colorful parrots, and sleepy owls all live together in his branches like one big happy family. Number 15 is Meet Mr. Quirky Monkey Puzzle. He is one of the strangest, funniest looking trees you will ever see. He looks like a cross between a giant pineapple, a cactus, and a green dinosaur tail. Here are 3 wacky secrets about him. The monkey mystery. He gets his funny name because a long time ago, someone looked at his wild, swirling branches and said, "Wow, it would even puzzle a monkey to try and climb that." Because the leaves are so sharp and tricky, monkeys stay on the ground and just look up at him in confusion. Spiky armor suit. Instead of soft leaves, his branches are completely covered in thick, green, triangular scales that are sharp as needles. It looks like he is wearing a shiny suit of knight's armor to protect himself from hungry dinosaurs. Giant football cones. He grows giant pine cones that are as big as real footballs. When they are ready, they pop open and drop yummy, giant nuts called pinones. Long ago, people and animals used these giant seeds to make delicious feasts. Number 15 is Meet Mr. Quirky Monkey Puzzle. He is one of the strangest, funniest looking trees you will ever see. He looks like a cross between a giant pineapple, a cactus, and a green dinosaur tail. Here are 3 wacky secrets about him. The monkey mystery. He gets his funny name because a long time ago, someone looked at his wild, swirling branches and said, "Wow, it would even puzzle a monkey to try and climb that." Because the leaves are so sharp and tricky, monkeys stay on the ground and just look up at him in confusion. Spiky armor suit. Instead of soft leaves, his branches are completely covered in thick, green, triangular scales that are sharp as needles. It looks like he is wearing a shiny suit of knight's armor to protect himself from hungry dinosaurs. Giant football cones. He grows giant pine cones that are as big as real footballs. When they are ready, they pop open and drop yummy, giant nuts called pinones. Long ago, people and animals used these giant seeds to make delicious feasts. Number 17 is Meet Mr. Flat Cedar Tree. He is a super friendly tree that loves to grow big and tall in cool, fresh forests. If you look at his branches from far away, they look nice and fluffy, but up close, he has a very neat secret. Here are 3 flat-out amazing secrets about him. Pancake branches. Most pine and cedar trees have sharp, pointy needles like toothpicks. But Mr. Flat Cedar has soft, green scales that are pressed totally flat, just like a green pancake or a fan. You can touch his branches gently without getting poked at all. The sweet forest smell. He has a wonderful, fresh scent that smells exactly like a cozy wooden cabin or a clean forest after a refreshing rain. People love his smell so much that they use his wood to make special boxes and closets to keep things smelling nice and fresh. The waterproof canoe. Long ago, native builders realized that his wood is like a superhero against water. It doesn't rot or get ruined when it gets wet. They used giant flat cedar trees to carve out awesome, long canoes to glide across lakes and rivers. Number 18 is Meet Miss Snow White Birch. He is the ultimate winter princess of the forest. Even in the middle of summer, her trunk shines bright white, making her look like she is completely made of magical, glowing snow. Here are 3 chilly secrets about her. The paper-peeling bark. Her bark isn't rough and brown like other trees. It is smooth, bright white, and peels away in thin, curly layers just like sheets of paper. Long ago, people actually used her bark to write secret letters and draw treasure maps. Built-in sunglasses. If you look closely at her white trunk, you will see little dark lines and shapes that look like tiny black eyes. Those are actually special breathing pores called lenticels. They help the tree breathe, and her bright white coat reflects the hot sun so she stays nice and cool. The Forest First Aid Kit. Miss Birch is a true helper. Native travelers discovered that her wood is packed with natural oils that make it waterproof. They used her bark to build ultralight canoes and even cozy, dry tents to stay safe from the rainy weather. Number 19 is Meet Mr. Sweet Sugar Maple. He is the absolute king of breakfast time. He is a beautiful, big tree with wide green leaves that loves to grow in chilly forests. He looks like a normal tree on the outside, but inside his trunk, he holds a delicious, sugary secret. Here are 3 sweet secrets about him. The yummy pancake syrup. Inside his trunk, Mr. Sugar Maple makes a sweet, watery juice called sap. In the springtime, people tap a tiny straw into his bark to catch the drops. Then, they boil it up until it turns into thick, golden, delicious maple syrup to pour all over pancakes and waffles. The Golden Autumn Fashion Show. When the weather gets cold, he puts on the brightest show in the forest. His leaves change from green into brilliant, fiery shades of orange, bright yellow, and deep ruby red. Walking under him feels like walking inside a giant sunset. The Flying Helicopter Seeds. He grows little seed pods with 2 flat wings. When they fall from his branches, they spin around and around in the air just like tiny, green helicopters. They use the wind to fly far away to find a nice spot to grow into new baby trees. Number 20 is Meet Mr. Beachy Coconut Palm. He is the ultimate beach vacation king. He loves the feeling of warm, golden sand under his roots, the sound of crashing ocean waves, and the bright, sunny sky. He always looks like he's relaxing on holiday. Here are 3 tropical secrets about him. The ultimate treasure chest. He grows big, heavy green and brown balls called coconuts. Inside a fresh coconut is a delicious surprise, a splash of sweet, refreshing coconut water and yummy white fruit meat. It's nature's very own tropical juice box. The bending dance. While most trees grow straight up, Mr. Coconut Palm is super flexible. He has a bendy trunk that lets him lean way out over the ocean water. When big stormy winds blow across the beach, he doesn't snap. he just bends and bows like a surfer riding a wave. The floating explorer, when a coconut drops off the tree, it loves to go on an adventure. Because its shell is trapped with air, it can float on the ocean water like a little boat. It can drift for miles and miles across the sea until it lands on a new beach and grows into a brand new palm tree. Number 21 is Meet Miss Flamboyant Flame. She is also known as the Royal Poinciana, and she is the ultimate rock star of the tree world. For most of the year, she looks like a nice, green umbrella, but when summer arrives, she puts on a spectacular, fiery show. Here are 3 blazing secrets about her. The tree on fire, when she blooms, she gets covered in thousands of bright, glowing red and orange flowers. From far away, it looks like a giant, beautiful bonfire is floating right on top of her branches. But don't worry, it's not hot, just super colorful. The musical maraca pods. After the flowers say goodbye, Miss Flame grows giant, brown seed pods that are as long as your arm. Inside are loose seeds. If you pick up a dry pod and shake it, it makes a loud chica-chica sound just like a musical maraca. A giant sun umbrella, her branches spread out incredibly wide and flat, covered in tiny, delicate green feathers for leaves. She creates a massive patch of cool, breezy shade, making her the perfect place to sit and enjoy a cold ice cream on a hot summer day. Number 22 is Meet Mr. Tall Pencil Cypress. He is the skinniest, straightest tree in the whole garden. While other trees like to spread their branches out wide to play, Mr. Cypress tucks his branches in super tight. He looks exactly like a giant green-colored pencil pointing straight up at the blue sky. Here are 3 sharp secrets about him. The rocket ship tree. Because he grows so tall and skinny, he looks just like a green rocket ship waiting to blast off into space. He can squeeze into tight spaces where other big trees won't fit, standing tall like a proud green tower. Super tucked in branches. How does he stay so skinny? His branches don't reach out to the sides. Instead, they grow straight up, hugging his trunk tightly, like he's trying to squeeze through a narrow doorway. The sunny traveler, Mr. Pencil Cypress originally comes from warm, sunny places with beautiful old castles, like Italy. He loves to stand in long, neat rows along dusty roads, welcoming travelers like a line of tall, friendly green soldiers. Number 23 is Meet Mr. Fluffy Kapok Tree. He is a true king of the Amazon rainforest. He is so absolutely humongous that he pokes his head way up above all the other trees, standing like a giant green skyscraper in the jungle. Here are 3 fluffy secrets about him. Pillow stuffing from the sky. He gets his name from his amazing seed pods. When they pop open, they don't just drop seeds, they explode with bundles of super soft, fluffy white fiber that looks just like cotton candy or clouds. Long ago, people used this fluffy stuff to stuff soft bed pillows and cozy life jackets. The animal highway. Because Mr. Kapok is so tall, his high branches are like a bustling city center for rainforest animals. Tree frogs, colorful toucans, sleepy sloths, and leaping monkeys all use his branches as a highway to travel safely across the jungle. Giant dinosaur feet. To stop himself from tipping over in the wet jungle dirt, he grows giant, flat roots that look like massive dinosaur feet spreading out at the bottom of his trunk. They are so big that a human can easily hide behind them. Number 24 is Meet Miss Magical Wisteria. She is a beautiful, twisting vine that can grow so big and strong she looks just like a fairy tale tree. When spring arrives, she decorates herself with giant, hanging bunches of purple, pink, and white flowers that look like magical icicles made of candy. Here are 3 enchanting secrets about her. The hanging flower grapes. Her flowers don't grow straight up toward the sun. Instead, they dangle down in long, heavy clumps that look exactly like delicious bunches of purple grapes. Walking underneath them feels like walking through a shower of colorful flower raindrops. A hugging twister, Miss Wisteria doesn't just stand straight up on her own. She loves to twist, loop, and climb. Her woody stems wrap around fences, arches, and pergolas like a giant, slow-motion snake, creating secret tunnels that look like they belong in a wizard's garden. The sweet grape soda smell. If you wander near her when she's in full bloom, close your eyes and take a big sniff. She doesn't just smell like a regular flower, she makes the whole air smell like a bubbly, delicious bottle of sweet grape soda or berry perfume. Number 25 is Meet Mr. Giant Truly Friend. He is a Montezuma cypress living in Mexico, and he has a very special title. He has the widest, stoutest tree trunk in the whole entire world. He is so incredibly thick that he looks like a giant wooden castle sitting right in the middle of a town square. Here are 3 giant secrets about him. The ultimate group hug. Because his trunk is so wide, it takes about 30 children holding hands in a giant circle just to stretch all the way around him. If you tried to hug him by yourself, your arms wouldn't even cover a tiny fraction of his bark. The animal tree house. If you look really closely at his knobby, bumpy bark, it looks like a work of art. Children visiting him love to play a giant game of I Spy because the bumps on his trunk look exactly like hidden animals. You can spot a wooden elephant, a jaguar, a lion, and even a little squirrel frozen in the wood. Super old. Mr. Truly Friend has been growing for over 2,000 years. That means he was already a big, strong tree long before your grandparents, great-grandparents, or even castles and knights were around. He has seen a lot of history go by. We love trees. We made it. We love our happy tree friends. They give us clean air to breathe, sweet fruits to eat, and shade to play under. Let's wave goodbye to our animal buddies, the happy fox and the wise owl. Goodbye, forest. Wave both hands goodbye to the screen and blow a big kiss. Big thanks.